to Curious Perro. As you can tell from the title, I am finally taking my trip to Colombia. It is the beginning of September and has been many months since I started my video series planning a trip to Colombia during uncertain times. I have made my flight reservations. Tonight I am in my hotel room in Miami, Florida, recording this video as I make the final arrangements for my trip. I'll see you on the other side of the introduction, but before we get started, I ask you to please subscribe to my channel. This might be my retirement plan after all, and I could use your help. Watch on. Welcome back. I am flying American Airlines round trip from Miami to Medellin, and I'm taking a trip of about 3 weeks. About a week ago, I received an email from American Airlines entitled, "What to Expect on Your Trip on American." Okay, so let's take a look to see what this email is all about. This email instructs passengers to complete the required checklist in preparation for your flight. The first section, called Before You Go, highlights travel and health restrictions by destination and introduces the new touchless check-in process. Two other sections of the email highlight the protocols for passengers in the airport and on the airplane. They are common sense in today's new normal. So let's look at the American Airlines website. Under the heading Travel Information, select the link International Travel, which takes us to the International Travel page. Under the paragraph entitled Arrive Early and Come Prepared, you will find another link to the Travel and Health Restrictions by destination. This is where you start gathering information for your trip using the Sherpa guide. On Sherpa, you complete the where from, where to, and the range of dates, and then you click See Restrictions. Under the Departures heading, we'll look at the 4 categories: travel restrictions, visa requirements, forms and documents, and finally, additional information. Under the Travel is Allowed with Restrictions page, there's only one group that is restricted, and that is folks who had recently been to India. Currently, to travel to Colombia, there's no proof of negative COVID-19 test required for entry into the country. And lastly, under travel restrictions, there is no quarantine required when arriving to Colombia. U.S. citizens must realize there's no visa requirement going to Colombia and that masks are mandatory in public in Colombia. So under forms and documents, let's look at the mandatory prerequisition form before arrival. This is also called the Check-Mig form, and we'll take a look at that. The completion of the Check-Mig form is necessary when both entering and exiting Colombia, and that is how they keep track of people's immigration status. If you are flying American Airlines, you'll receive a secondary email about a new program called Verifly. In the meantime, we will go back to the American Airlines International Travel page and look at preparations for international travel, specifically documents and requirements you need to travel. Through their travel documentation page, you will be taken to Travel Center, Know Before You Go, where you can look up the passport, visa, and health regulations that are necessary. And then there's also an introduction to a new program called Verifly. On this trip to Colombia, I was introduced to the Verifly app. I loved it. I suggest you utilize it. And it makes everything digital for you, the entire process of flying. American Airlines lists it as a health app. The truth is, you give them all your flight information, your passport information, and then all your health information and things such as your digital MIG form. You do have to email some things to them, but then you have the entire checklist completed and you are given a passport, if you will, for traveling, in my case, to Colombia. It made everything digital. It was so worthwhile. I hope this information has been helpful for you. I'm not an expert, but if you have any questions about traveling to Colombia, please contact me in the comments below. I would be more than happy to share the information from my experiences. While I'm in Colombia, I plan to make more videos for my Curious Perro YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.